so many of us forget who we are. When we're looking in the mirror, we don't realize that we're looking at a giant, that we're looking at someone great. So many of us forget who we are because we're moving like and acting like we're common. And there is absolutely nothing common about us. And I wanted to make this video today, family, to first say, do not hold me responsible for when they want to come back and beg and plead to come back into your life. Do not hold me responsible for when they come and spin the block on you, because I'm going to tell you, family, a lot of the things that you have done in the last few days, few months, few years has shown everyone that you are about change and that you are about your business. So family, the number one thing that you did was you increased in attractiveness. You increased in attractiveness. I'll wait. Let me tell you what that means. You are magnetic. You're magnetic. And family, a lot of us were in bad relationships, bad situations, bad employment, bad careers, just things that no longer served us, things that no longer felt good. And when you decided that you were moving on with your life, when you decided that you were moving forward, when you went no contact, and like not even no contact to get attention from people, but no contact because you were done. When you moved on, family, you created space for something new. You created space for someone new. You went within. You went within and you did the work and you moved on and you moved forward with your life, right? You were not calling anyone. You were not texting anyone. You were not on their social media. You were not playing games. You were doing none of that. And a lot of us in the past had that chasing energy. We're chasing her. We're calling her. We're trying to see what she's doing. We're checking on him. We're worrying about him. We're trying to figure it out. No, you were not doing that at all this season, family. In your life, you weren't doing it because you decided that you wanted more and that you wanted better for your own life. So you cut it off. I'll wait. You cut the cord. You cut it off. You cut the cord and you decided that you wanted something better for your life. You decided that you wanted better because you are better. And family, when you make the decision to move forward to a new version of self, when you make the decision to do the work, oh, you do the work. And it's so attractive and it's so magnetic to everyone because all of your good energy that you gave out, all of your good juju, you pull that energy back. You reeled it all back in, family, and you use that energy to heal. And it was energy for you to become a new you and to become a better person. And you decided that you wanted more. So you became attractive to so many things, to so many employers, to so many people because they can see the change on you. Because beauty and attractiveness is not just a physical thing. It's an energy thing too, right? And so you increase in your energy. All and everything around you has been positive and good. Tell me I'm lying. I'll wait. Every single thing that you do in this season of your life has been good for you because you decided that you were going to be better. And you decided that you were done. You were done living in lack. You were done dealing with them. You were done with the frustration, waking up every day being sad, waking up every day, living Groundhog Day, every single day of your life, you were done with it. And when you make up in your mind, family, that you're done with something, you create space for something new and for someone new. So you became attractive real fast. You became the version of yourself that you always were. I'll take a step back. You became the person that you were before they came in your life. A lot of times people have come in your life, derailed you, thrown you off your trajectory for your life. You sat there and you've made another person the main character of your own story, and you were done with that. You were done with it. So you pressed the reset button. You pressed the reset button, and what happened? You were not easily accessible anymore. They couldn't just go and find you anymore. They couldn't call you so easily anymore. They couldn't spin the block on you anymore because they don't know what you're doing. They don't know who you're with. They don't know where you are. They don't know what you're on. And when you did that, family, you became scarce. And what happens when things are scarce? You want more of it. Now they wanted more of you. Now they're trying to figure you out. Now their curiosity piqued. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder who he's with. Man, I saw him on social media. He's looking real good. He lost some weight. Oh, I saw her. She's looking real good, right? So now you're piquing their interest and they're wanting you more. And do not hold me responsible for when these people come back in your life and spin the block on you because you're attractive. Don't hold me responsible when they see who you truly are, because they had you the whole time, but they fumbled the ball. They had you the whole time and they didn't even know what to do. So now they have to watch, and they have to watch you win because you're giving them a show. Because in this season, there's nothing common about you, but this time you're the one that realizes that. And now that you've done that, family, they want you back. They want you back because they realize that you were the best thing that ever happened to them. That company that let you go, that person that filled your shoes in your old job, they can't even hold the shield. They can't even hold their weight. They can't even work as good as you. That relationship that you were in, listen, I'll wait. You already know, because at the end of the day, you were the best thing to a lot of people in a lot of people's lives. And it took them to lose you for them to realize it. And sometimes that's how the game goes. And that's what that looks like, because now you are attractive, but you know it. And in addition to increasing in your attractiveness, you decided that you're really going to correct the issue. That thing that you always needed to work on, that thing that people told you that you did and they were right, that issue that you've been dealing with, and for the longest you knew you wanted to change and be better, family, you're fixing it. You're righting your wrongs. You literally went inside and did the work. As hard as it was, you did the work, family. You did the work. Please don't hold me responsible for when they come back in your life and want to try their luck. They want to try their luck because when they left you, they thought that's who you would always be. When she left you, she thought you couldn't get another her, but you got better, right? When he left you, he thought you would never. Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all, when you corrected the issue, you automatically became a better person because you decided, you said, you know what? Okay, this person may have done me wrong, but what is it that I did that I could have done differently? What is it within me that I could have course corrected on or that I could have fixed? And family, you went inside and you did the work. And now that you've done the work, you are automatically more beautiful. You are automatically a better version of self. You are automatically on your way to greatness, getting closer to your goals, reaching your highest and best version of yourself because you took the time to do the work. Some of us like to pray. Some of us pray because prayer changes things. Some of us went to therapy and actually got help. Some of us really had the self-discipline to go within and right our wrongs. So many of us made the changes that not only did you change within, you're able to see your whole world has changed. Your relationships with your family, with your friends, your coworkers, your kids, everything has changed. So please don't hold me responsible when these people come back in your life because they want you. Like you're the version of you that they would have always wanted, but they couldn't handle it anyway. You're the version of self that maybe that was a part of you that was hidden because they weren't meant for you. Because you weren't meant to think small. Because you weren't meant to be in that job. Because you were meant for greater. And now that you realize in this season that you're greater, you do greater things. Now that you realize in this season that you deserve more because you are more, you're going to have more, family. You're going to do more. You're going to be more because you decided that you truly, truly, truly wanted to go inside and make the change. And when you made that change and you overcome and you overcome and you overcome, you automatically become someone new. And that's what you did. So now they're watching. It's such a sad thing, family, because now they have to watch and see the glow up. Now they have to watch and see the come up. When they told you that you would be nothing without them, do y'all remember that? Some of them told you, oh, you will never be anything without me, or you're going to need me. They were so arrogant that they did not consider that them leaving your life was literally addition by subtraction. They were so arrogant that they did not consider that them leaving your life was actually a good thing because it allowed you the space and the room to grow. It allowed you the space and the room to see, I can do better, that I am better, that I don't have to sit and settle into anything that is not good for me. And family, when you increased in attractiveness and when you went and you right your wrongs and you became a better person and did better things, your energy is so great, so amazing. It can be felt from so far away. And I'm not just saying to say it, I'm saying it because it's true. Because when you know who you are and you value yourself, people treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. And you are no longer in a season where you're allowing people to treat you in a manner that you do not treat yourself. That's not the season that you're in. That's not the type of time that you're on. And when you decided to make those changes, you made the changes. You're not on what you're used to be on anymore. You're not doing those things because you don't have to. I'll wait. You don't have to. You're better than that. You're better than all of that. And sometimes a change of self is needed even more than a change of environment. And when you changed yourself, family, your environment and every single thing around you changed because you made a decision that you were going to fix the things that weren't right. You were going to fix the things that may have impacted past relationships because you truly wanted to be better. You were done watching everybody else win. You were so done and so tired of dealing in lack and frustration, of dealing with them. People telling you who you're not. People bringing you to a point of frustration and anger that you're doing the things that you typically otherwise wouldn't do. And please don't hold me responsible when these people come back in your life, because they will. And even for the ones that haven't called you or haven't texted you or contacted you, I can guarantee that they're thinking about you, because life has a funny way of showing them what they missed out on. And that's all facts. And when you improve yourself, you show people what they're missing. When you improve yourself, you show people what you're on and that you're no longer that old version of self. And pardon me for saying they want to come back, because at the end of the day, where are they going to go? With who? Like, who else in the world is you? Where are they going to go? And when you know yourself and love yourself and believe in yourself, you know at the end of the day, you're a real one. That at the end of the day, you're not easily replaced. And at the end of the day, that you are everything that you are called to be in this life. Where are they going to go? Because no matter what they do and who they're with, they cannot and have not replaced you, right? And when you work on yourself and you continue to do the things to become a better you, you win every single time. And another reason, family, I'm asking you to please not hold me responsible for when they come back in your life. You literally have changed your focus. Not only did you increase in attraction, not only did you work on the things that you needed to work on, you changed your focus. You're no longer focused on them. They're picking up their phone like, oh, is it? No, it's not her. Is that him? No, it's not him. Because you're not calling them. They're so used to patterns of obstructive and destructive and bad behavior and unhealthy attachments, anxious attachments, avoidant attachment styles. They're so used to the foolishness that they really thought that that was you. No, those were just behaviors that you were caught up in. They really thought that you were going to continue to call them and make them the main character of your story. No. See, not in this season. You're no longer making anyone the main character of your own story, not in this season, because in this season, you are the main character. In this season, you win. So now they're looking for a clown to play in their circus, because you're not dealing with them. They're looking for a clown to play in their circus, because at the end of the day, they did not bet on your growth. They did not bet on the fact that you would move on and dominate in your own life, that you would move on and go on to do better and new and greater things in different and better environments with better people. Like I said before, a change of self is needed as much as a change of environment. Now, what are they going to do? What choice do they have but to watch you win? You changed your focus. You're not texting them. You're not calling them. Some of us aren't in contact with them, and when they do call you, you say, no, thank you. What do you simply hit them with the, no, thank you, I'll wait. Nope, not today. I wish you good luck. God bless you. Goodbye. Because in this season, you're focused on winning. And what do they say? Losers focus on winners, and winners focus on winning. And you're not a loser, family. You're focused on winning. Period. Period with a T at the end. You're focused on winning. And when you decided to change your focus, you realize, family, that every single thing that you wanted, every single thing that you wanted is going to come to you. Every single thing you think you lost, every single thing that left your life, every single thing that you think you ruined, it's coming back to you. And it's coming back to you better because things are not falling apart. Things are only always falling together, even though it doesn't feel like it. Even when it doesn't feel like it, I'll wait. Let me let that sink in for you. Things are always falling together, even when it doesn't feel like it. Because every single thing in your life is coming together and it's conspiring to make you great every single time you changed your focus. You're focused on the things that matter. You're focused on yourself. You're focused on your family. You're focused on the things that you have fiduciary responsibility over. You're focused on your careers. You're focused on your job. You're focused on the things that deserve your energy and deserve your time. And when you took your energy back from those people, they felt it. They could have told you, you are nothing. I don't like you. I don't want you. I don't need you. I got better than you. Sweetie, that's all cap. Because at the end of the day, now they're watching you. I'll wait. Now they're watching you because they did not bank on the fact that you were doing better and moving on and that you are a new and different person. And I'm going to tell you, family, a lot of us are sitting here working on ourselves. Those people are not doing that. Those people are not working on themselves because change is too hard. Please don't hold me responsible when they spin the block on you because they're curious and they want to know what you're about and they want to know what you're on because they want to talk to you because they see your change. They want to hit you with the, hey, how you doing? Just checking on you. They want to hit you in the text with the WYD. What you doing? They want to hit you with the, you look real nice. I remember in the past when we did this and when we did that. Listen, look, you are focused. And you're moving forward. And the people, the places, the things that created negative memories in your life, the people, the places, and the things that hurt you, listen, they're all going to wish that they never did you the way that they did. Because you changed your focus. And since you changed your focus, you changed your life. Your entire life. And quite frankly, when a person left your life, they created space and room, and then you shot up. The trajectory of your life went up. Tell me I'm lying. The trajectory of your life went up. And the right people that were supposed to be in your life, they came in your life. The right people, the right jobs, the right opportunities that are supposed to be in your life comes into your life. Because you decided to change your focus. Because you're decided to do something so new and so different, please don't hold me accountable when these people spin the block on you because they will. Because at the end of the day, like I said before, who doesn't want to be close to the sun? Who? You're the sun. Who doesn't want to be warm? Who doesn't want their basic needs met? Like real talk. Like who doesn't want to be around greatness? And that's what you are. And you have to know that. Who doesn't want to be around greatness? Because that's what you are. You are great. And sometimes we lose a sense of self when we're so clingy, when we're running up under her, when we're running up under him. We lose a sense of self, but no more. Not in this season. I'll wait. We're no longer losing a sense of self because we know who we are. We know who we are and we know what we're deserving of because we're attractive people, because we're attracting everything new, everything good, everything noble, everything that's meant for our lives. We're attracting it in this season. Don't hold me accountable or responsible for when these people want you back because they're watching you. They're all watching you. And like family, have you ever had a situation where maybe you didn't talk to someone for a while and they came back in your life and they were like, oh, I saw you doing this, or someone told me that you did that, or congratulations on that award that you won, congratulations on your new business, this, that, and the third. Like, they have been watching you and you're like, oh, I had no idea that you saw that, or, oh, I don't even remember that. Family, at the end of the day, know who you are. You are great. You are unique. You are special. And they all see it. They all see it. And I want you to understand that you bring enormous value in your life, enormous value in the lives of others, enormous value to all the things, simply because you've increased in attractiveness. You've taken your focus and attention off of the people and the things that don't matter, and you pulled your energy back. So in conclusion, family, you're so high energy in this season that you realize that there is nothing common about a chosen person, and you are chosen. That you're no longer moving like and acting like you're regular. Like you're no longer moving like and acting like you're so easily available. Out of every 1.2 million people, it's only one you. Tell me where they find them at, right? Tell me, you are not easily obtained anymore. You're scarce and your energy is so high. It's so high, family. And for everyone who did you wrong, hurt you, put your name in their mouths, disrespected you, at the end of the day, you don't even have to worry about that because you know who you are. And you know the power that you carry. And when you overcome and you overcome and you overcome, you truly do become someone new. So now you've increased in attractiveness, right? You've increased in attractiveness. You've changed the things that you needed to change in your own life. You were able to right some of those wrongs. You were able to become a new and different person. When you decided to change your focus and bring that attention back, and bring all that and pull all that energy back, when you decided to do all those things and more, family, now they want to see your value. Now they want to see your worth. That's okay. Because at the end of the day, you are always great and are working hard every single day to become even a greater and a better person. And when you do those things, family, those things and more, naturally, you become attractive. Naturally, you become that better version of self. Naturally, they all want to be a part of your energy. Because like I said earlier, who doesn't want to be close to the sun? Who doesn't want to be close to the sun? And you have to know who you are, family, and know that you are worthy of a great thing. It doesn't matter if someone tells you something negative about yourself. You don't have to believe that. And you don't have to internalize that. And the things that you had to work on, you can still work on those things. And like I've said before, is it going to be one day or day one? One day I'll change. One day I'll heal. One day things will be better for me. Or day one, I'm going to make a decision that I want to be a better person. Day one, I'm going to make a decision that I want to change because I can, because I'm worthy, because I know that I'm blessed. And family, once you find that faith, love, trust, and belief in yourself, you stop the chasing energy. You stop doing those things to make a person feel like they're sitting on your high pedestal. No, this is your life. And this is your pedestal. And you're the main character of your own story. And you've worked so hard. And now you're so much stronger than you were before, that you did the things that warrant you to stay there when you get there, because you're not leaving off of your new version of self. And I want you to know, family, that they're all watching. Even those that you think are not, they are. Even people you haven't talked to in years, they are. And if I can provide any sense of solace, or maybe if these words make someone feel good, just because that person hasn't called you does not mean they don't want to. I'll wait. It doesn't mean they don't want to. A lot of people have egos, right? A lot of people, when they left you or when they left out your life, they did not bet on the fact that you would skyrocket. They did not bet on that. So that's embarrassing for them, because now they're out here looking like fools. while you're out here winning, kicking your field goal, and you win, and they're all watching on the sidelines, and they have no choice but to either hate on you or cheer you on. And either way, you can't even hear it because you went so far that you can't even hear the noise. And I want you to know, and I'm asking you again, don't hold me responsible. When these people come back in your life, beg, plead, hope, wish, pray, and all the things, because they now finally see your value. And it is only because you got to that point in your life, family, where you see your value and you know who you are. Just something to think about. Stay inspired. Hey, family, have you ever been in a relationship that didn't work out? And do you remember at the end of that relationship, maybe you really wanted to work. So you tried, you pleaded your case, you tried to have a conversation with them, and they were not having it. They were not having it because they thought that they could take their anointing and take it elsewhere. They thought the grass was greener on the other side. They 100% thought that they could meet better than you and that they could do better than you. And so what did? They ran for the hills. They didn't want to make it work. They didn't want to go to counseling. They didn't want to go to therapy. They were done. And the reality is you had these people feeling like the one, feeling good about themselves, feeling beautiful, feeling confident, feeling like they can take over the world. A lot of us have upgraded individuals, upgraded them. When they were with you, they got that new job. When they were with you, they got that house. They fixed that relationship that they had with their family or their kids. When they got with you, things got 100% better in their lives because they stepped in your anointing. And sometimes people, if you're not careful, you got other people thinking that your anointing is their anointing. So what did? They decided that they wanted to move on, that they wanted to reject you, that they wanted to leave you, irregardless of your pleas, irregardless of you letting them know, we had a good thing going. Let's make this work. Irregardless of all the time spent with them, they thought the grass was greener and they decided that they were going to leave. So what did they do, family? They rejected you. They literally rejected you. But this time around, you accepted it. You're like, okay, that's cool. Bye. I'm done. If you don't want to make this work, if you cannot show up in my life in the manner that's respectable and good for me, then we are done. And you decided to let them go. And of course it hurt. Why wouldn't it? You're human. It hurt when you let these people go. But you decided that you were going to bet on yourself and you no longer were going to put yourself in a situation to continue to be treated in a manner that you do not want to treat yourself. You let these people walk. So you accepted their rejection and you moved on with your life. You did. You accepted the rejection and you moved on. And boy, have the tables turned. And please understand, family, that not everyone that rejects you returns in your life, but a large majority of them do. And it's so funny, family, because now their rejection has turned into obsession. Now you have become their drug. You are their drug of choice. In the beginning, they were done. They didn't contact you. Some of them blocked you. They moved on with other people, doing other things. They took your upgrade, your blessing, and left. And they were done. But now all of a sudden, when you moved on and you grew and you became a better person, now they're watching you. Now they want to spin the block on you. Now they want to be curious and concern themselves with what you're doing and who you're doing it with and where you are. Now they are so concerned about you because you decided that you were going to heal, that you were going to be a better person, that you were going to move on with your life, that you were not looking backwards, that you were not going back there, that you were not getting back with them. You decided like, I literally want better for myself. As much as it hurts, as hard as it is, I'm moving this train forward and I am not going back there. And now, family, they crave you. They are craving you, I promise you. They literally are craving you because they thought that you were going to stay there where they left you. They thought that you would never change. They literally counted you out because they can't count. And like I said, they crave you like they crave a drug. A drug addict only craves what he's hooked on. And so they're trying to quit. They're trying to move on with their lives. They're trying to not pay attention to you because they thought when they left you that they could do better. They literally thought that they could find better and that they would be better and that they would have more. They thought that your anointing was their own. They never thought they would ever have to spin the block. They never even thought that they would think about you. This is how much these people counted you out. They didn't even consider you, family. They didn't even consider it. So they can't even believe in their minds, like, man, why can't I move on from him? Why can't I move on from her? Why am I still concerning myself with this person that I left? Why am I concerning myself with this person that I rejected? I decided that, I'm done. This person was not it. So why is it I can't get over? This is what these people are thinking. And now they're relapsing. They are literally relapsing because they went out there and they could not find anything better. And now the same people, y'all, that were in their circle, let me tell you how funny people are. Literally those same people that was in their circle telling them, oh, you need to leave him. He's no good. You need to leave her. You can do better. Those same people, where they at now? Now they're in the air. You know what? I think that was a good person. That person was better than this person you're dating. I think you should go back to them. I think you should call them. I think that you looked better and were better and acted better when you were with that person. These are the same people that were in their air in the beginning, y'all. Those nosy people, those flying monkeys, these are those people that were telling them what they thought was best for them, what they should do with their lives, and that they should leave you. Them same people trying to tell them now, oh, I think that person was actually good. So now that person is confused because everybody is seeing you as the best option for them, even though you're no longer in their life. You were the best option and probably always will be. And as a result, family, they are literally second guessing their decision to reject you. They're second guessing it because now they're thinking to themselves like, man, did I make a good decision when I left him? Did I make a good decision when I left her? Because the reality is, family, it is not panning out for them. And I think, family, on some real personal level, I really think that a lot of these people learned it's not so much about what you did for them, but truly about what you created for them. Like when people come in your life, you create a whole environment. Like you're a whole vibe. Like let's be very clear. You are a whole vibe. And so when these people came in your lives, you created a whole new environment, fit for a king, fit for a queen, with new people and new things and new experiences. This is what you created for those people. And so now they're sitting back thinking like, man, my life is not even the same like it was when I was with them. It doesn't even feel the same. So now they went out there and their ego is trying to tell them that they are doing better than they were when they were with you. And that's not the case. I mean, I don't care how they're trying to spin it. Like I said before, everybody can put on a social media show. I don't care what they're trying to do out in the world. I'm telling you what I know. Because if you were the person that I know you are, if you were the person that you know you are, if you are the person that your creator knows you are, you're the prototype. Tell me where it gets better. It doesn't get any better than you. And that's how you have to feel about yourself, because that's the type of time you're on. And that's the type of confidence that you're carrying. You created an environment for them to thrive, for them to heal, for them to be better, for them to have more, for their families, for their kids, for their futures. You created that environment for them. And when they rejected you, I think they thought that that was their anointing. But they thought that every single thing that you created for them, that they could just take the ball and run with it. And they realized, no, you can't do that because you made it look easy. And you helped them to get to where they need to be and to become the person they need to become. And now they are missing you because they failed to maintain a life without you. And now their addiction for you is just pulling them back on in. And now, because they crave you, they want you back. So I want to share with you, family, some things that you did. Whether you know you did these things or not, I want to share with you some things that you did that reinforced their obsession with you. Number one, you're no longer running patterns. You're done with running patterns. You got to that point where you were done being frustrated. You were done being broke. You're done living in lack. You're done doing the same things over and over and over, allowing people to spin the block on you, frustrate you, bring you all type of stress and pain in your life. You're done depleting your resources, depleting your mind. You're done. And you got to that point where you're like, yo, I'm done with running these patterns. Why am I running these patterns for these people that aren't doing the things for me that I do for them? You were done with it. And overall, you were just done with bad relationships. You're done with it. It wasn't taking you anywhere. You weren't getting anywhere. You were done dealing with that. And you were done dealing with them, yo. I know that these individuals may have rejected you, but the reality is you probably would have left soon anyway. You probably would have left them anyway. And you know, family, a lot of these negative, recurring, unresolved issues are due to unresolved issues and traumas from our childhood, from issues from past relationships, from things we just never fixed. You know what I mean? Things we had to carry with us in our lives, not because we wanted to, because life be life in. You know what I mean? So it's not that you're just carrying these unresolved issues and running these patterns because that's what you want to do. No, you really want to heal from it. And sometimes it takes something so major, so stressful, so hard to happen in your life that causes you to wake up and say, you know what? I'm done. And so you got real with yourself. You started asking yourself questions like, why am I feeling this way? Yo, why am I allowing this person to do this to me? Like if my friend asked me for advice or someone I know loved me asked me for advice, I would tell them to do differently than I'm doing. And so you started really peeling back the layers because you wanted to heal. You really, really wanted to change. And family, when I tell you that your ex, whoever that person was, notice that you are no longer running patterns, and I promise you, family, they won't see you, but they'll see you. Tell me I'm lying. They won't see you, but they'll see you. Because God, the universe, whatever your belief is, has a funny way of showing people what they missed out on. Because sometimes the biggest punishment is having to sit back and look at what you lost and watch that thing get away from you. The biggest punishment is sitting back and having nothing but time to think about the wrong that you've done. And these individuals are sitting back with time watching you, watching all the wrong that they've done over time to you, watching you heal, resolving your patterns. Family, these people aren't resolving their patterns. These people are trying to get over you by getting under somebody else, getting on top of somebody else. These people, you literally are one of a few that are deciding to make the change and break these patterns by asking yourself questions. Why am I doing this? By having the self-awareness, thinking about what you're thinking about. You've made the decision that you no longer want to run those patterns. And once you recognized the pattern, and once you recognized your behavior, you decided that you wanted to really try to understand what happened in your life that caused this behavior. You wanted to understand what happened in your life that caused this behavior. Because a lot of times, family, these behaviors are beliefs. Beliefs in self, beliefs in the things that we cannot obtain, beliefs in our lack of worth for ourselves. A lot of times, these are beliefs that we're running in our heads and we don't even really realize it, and it's playing out in our lives in real time. So you got real with yourself. And then you worked really hard to try to change your limited thinking. When those feelings rose up, when those situations came about, when those patterns reared its head, when those things start coming up, you literally took hold of that thought, took hold of that action, held yourself back from responding and reacting because you don't have to. Like literally, one of the hardest lessons I learned in life, family, is that everything don't deserve a response. It does not. These people are literally not that important and not as important as we make them in our lives. It did not deserve a response. And when you broke those patterns and you moved from that, now you're not calling them. Now they're sitting and wishing and waiting and hoping and wondering what you're doing, but it's not them. It's not them. It's like playing with a puppy and you're chasing that puppy and he's looking back to see if you're still chasing him and looking back to see if you're still chasing him. And then you stop chasing him. And what does he do? He stops in his tracks. He stops running and he's looking back and wondering why you're not chasing. And it's no different in human nature. These people could literally feel that the energy was cut when you were done. I promise you, you're not calling them. You're not texting them. Maybe you have children with them. The only point of conversation that you're having with these people is about those kids or about something that's dealing with y'all that y'all got to cut loose and let go and sever. You're not dealing with these people. They can feel the energy cut. They can feel the shift. They can feel it. And say what you want. Your energy made them people feel alive. Your energy made them feel like they can go on another day. And no one is admitting that because that's all facts, family. I'm trying to tell you what I know. So they so easily rejected you. They so easily moved on because they thought that they could take your upgrade and run with it. They thought that you were going to still be running those bad patterns. They thought that you would chase and chase and chase and call and call and call, but they thought wrong. They thought that you were never, ever, 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 ever going to stop. But they were wrong. Because now you switched up the game. You're no longer running these patterns and they're sitting back trying to figure out what's going on. Number 2, you literally raised your vibration. You raised your vibration. It's your energy. It's your juju. It's your everything. You raised your vibration. You remember how sad you used to be? Some of us losing weight, some of us gaining weight, stressed out, taking anger out on the kids, taking anger out on people that didn't deserve it. So sad, not being able to function or focus or do the things that you need to do. You remember how you felt? You remember how you felt in the beginning with any breakup because it's hard. It's literally like a death. It is a death. And you remember how hard it was. And while they went out and moved on, and act like it was all Gucci, like it was all gravy. Like they're out with them. They're out with him. They're out with a new dude, right? On a holiday, right? Trying to make you look like a fool, trying to make you look stupid, but you decided to say, you know what, I'm good, right? Because losers focus on winners and winners focus on winning, and you're a winner. And I'm not even trying to be mean or speak bad about anybody, but I'm telling you what I know. Because when you raised your vibration, family, they never, ever saw it coming. It's almost like a caterpillar, and he goes through a whole transfiguration, not even a transformation, because he don't even look the same. And he comes out of that cocoon looking beautiful. It is the same thing that happened to you. And then they saw you, and they hit you with the double take. They hit you with they weren't ready for that, family. Like you barely were ready for your new you. They literally were not ready for your new you when you went through your change. And when you raised your vibrations, you started attracting all the things that were due to you. It's your time. Your due time. You were attracting all the good things that are due to you. Like they're not even on your playing field. They're no longer a part of your tribe. They're no longer in your energy fields. They're not even a point of connection for you when you raised your vibration. And now they got to sit back and watch. Now they got to sit back and watch you put on a show. And you're not doing it for them. You're literally walking in your purpose and it looks good. You're walking in your purpose and it looks oh so good. And they're trying to figure out, man, who is this new person? So now they want to hit you with the, hey, just thinking about you. Thank you. They want to hit you with the, what you doing? They want to hit you with the, I remember when me and you, Let me tell you something. Your vibration is so high and you worked so hard that when you got here, you could stay here. Well, you worked so hard that when you got here, you can stay here, family. Because you decided that you are never, ever, ever breaking any promises that you are making to yourself. You decided that you were going to do something different. And the best thing that you can do for a person is when they want to leave, let them. If they want to reject you, yeah, it hurts. You take the L. I get it. It hurts. Let them. You let them, because when you raise your vibration, they all felt it. The world changed. Seriously. And when you raise your vibration, family, you just attract everything. You become a generator. Everyone wants to be around you. Everyone sees you. They all love you. You are that thing. You are that person. I'm telling you. And they all see your change. And it's the number one indicator of growth because you're not focused on them. You're focused on moving forward. And the third thing that you did that caused them to reinforce their obsession with you, you literally took these people off of a pedestal, family. You took the pedestal, look what you did. You took the pedestal and you kicked it. You took the pedestal and you kicked it and they fell off. They're no longer this big, grandiose thing in your life. You took them off of the pedestal, and rightfully so. Don't you ever allow anyone else to be the main character of your own story. Ever. And I'm sorry to have to use my stern voice, but don't you ever allow anyone, let me get closer. Don't you ever allow anybody else to be the main character of your own story, because you are worthy to sit in that seat. It is your throne, not theirs. They have their own throne. And when you took them off of that pedestal, family, you were able to see them for who they truly are. Have y'all ever looked back I know I have. Have y'all ever looked back in a relationship and was like, why didn't I leave those people? Why couldn't I have been done with that sooner? What was I thinking? Why was I with them? Have y'all ever been through a situation like that? Like you're literally looking back like, what was I on? What was I thinking? What kind of sense did that make? And family, you do that when you get to a new point of growth, when you start to see things for what they truly are. And when you start to see people for who they truly are, you get to that point, you're like, yo, at a basic level, what was I on? Like I shouldn't even been dealing with them. And I remember watching a T.D. Jakes sermon many years ago, or maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, and it was really, really good. And it was called I Didn't Know I Was Me. And some of y'all saw that. And he was just talking about like, had he knew who he was, he would have made a lot of different changes in his life. Had he knew he was him, he wouldn't have dealt with her. He wouldn't have dealt with them. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing for us. Once you know who you are, you're looking back like, yo, what was I on? What was I thinking? Why was I dealing with them? They're not even worthy of my time. Why did I make them such a huge, huge, huge giant in my life when they didn't even return the favor? Why did I make them so important in my life when they didn't make me important in their lives? Why did I put this person on a pedestal and they were not deserving of it? And like I said, family, before, unresolved childhood issues that we may have had in our adolescence, issues we've had in our adulthood, just things overall that we're not taking the time to work on. And because you decided to work on yourself, to grow, to make changes, right? To take them off of the pedestal, you're able to see things for who they really are, and you're able to see you for who you really are. And let me be very clear, you are the truth. I'll wait. Tell me I'm lying. But let me pause. I'll wait. Tell me in the comments I'm lying, that you're not the truth. Because sometimes we forget that when we look in the mirror, that we're great. Because we see ourselves every day. But don't you ever forget who you are. And sometimes we let these people come in our lives and they just chip away at your confidence, chip away at your money, chip away at what you're building. You're sitting up here building a house and they're breaking the foundation. And family, you got to know and understand that when you took these people off the pedestal, you realize that they were not important. That they were not. They are clowns in a circus, but you are not. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's time for you to take your seat on your throne. And that is what you're doing. And that is what you're working through, as much as it hurts. And I know rejection hurts. I've been there. My relationships are good. My marriage, my life, my kids, my finances, all of that is good because I'm good. All of that is healthy because I'm healthy. You understand what I'm saying? But I've been in situations where I was not healthy. And because I was not healthy, I was trauma bonding, attracting the wrong people in my life, low vibrational, low energy, living in a life that I wasn't even designed to live. Like I was choosing to live a life when God had greater for me. Choosing to live in lack. Choosing to be a chicken when I was an eagle, but I didn't even know it because I was so caught up. And now you've taken the time to take them people off of that pedestal. And you really sat with yourself and you really start thinking about what you're thinking about. Of course, they're obsessed with you, family. What else are they going to do? Of course, they're obsessed with you. Where else are they going to be? Of course, they're obsessed with you because you are the main character of your own story. And don't get me wrong, we all have flaws. We all have things that we need to work on. We all have things that we need to change. Family, we all do. But the difference between them and you is that you are actually doing the work. While they're sitting there obsessed with you, you're sitting here moving forward. While they're sitting up here ruminating and thinking about and wanting to make a call and wanting to make a move and wanting to apologize and ask you for it to be in their good graces. Yo, you've decided that you are moving forward. And like I said, family, everyone doesn't come back. They don't. But some do. And I want to ask you, I want you to do this one thing for me. If a person has spun the block on you, if a person has made the decision that they done messed up royally and they want to come back in your life and they really, really want to be with you, ask yourself this. Why do I want them back? What are some of the reasons, family? I'm going to pause. Why would you want them back? You know what my reasons were in the past? I was afraid to be alone. I was scared of what people were going to think about me. I built a life with this person. I built a family with this person. Financially, it's easier with two. I mean, I thought I was embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like I had an image to uphold. These are the things that were running in my mind on why I was wanting them back. But really ask yourself, why do you want this person back in your life, yo? Why? And question number 2, are they even worth getting back? Like, is it worth it? Is it worth, do you stand to lose anything going back with them? Is it worth it? Really ask yourself these questions, family, because at the end of the day, you are a whole energy. You are a whole vibe. And them coming back in your life is an automatic upgrade for them. Tell me I'm lying. I'll wait. Them coming back in your life is an automatic upgrade. So number 1, why do you want them back in your life? And number 2, are they worthy? That's it. Real talk. Ask yourself those questions, because when you remove them off the pedestal, you made yourself the main character of your own story. And honestly, family, people do change. I will say that people do change. Sometimes it takes very challenging situations, but people do change. And if they're coming back and you're seeing actions, not just words, anyone can say, I love you. I miss you. We both messed this thing up. Anybody can give you the lip service. But if you're seeing true actions backed up, then maybe that person changed, and you still want to ask yourself those 2 questions to ensure you're making the right decision. So in conclusion, family, people come back after rejecting you. They do. People come back after rejecting you because the scales have been removed from their eyes, because they got out there and they realized they could never find another you. And they came back because their situation didn't work out for them. It didn't work out. They came back. Let me get close so y'all can see my whole face on the screen. They came back because their situation did not work out for them. It did not pan out the way that they thought it would. You are and forever will be the prototype. And you have to believe that about yourself, sir, ma'am. You have to believe that about yourself. It did not pan out for them. It didn't. And in some cases, a lot of these people matured. They built some self-awareness. They were able to see what was important. They were able to see the environment that you created for them, the blessings that you brought to them. Some of you saved their lives, that you changed their finances. I mean, you've done a lot in these people's lives. And not to say that they haven't done anything for you. But the reality is, you were the salt in their life. You were the light in their life. And it took them going out there for them to realize it. And as you mature, family, you realize it's not just about looks, right? It's so much more than that. It's personality. It's chemistry. It's how do you travel together? It's how do you commune? How do you worship? How do you pray? How do you raise kids? It's so much, yo. It's so much to think about, more than just looks. And these people got out there and realized that everybody's not you. So they got out here thinking that because you bought them a 5-course meal, that they can get that anywhere. And they went and tried their upgrade. And how did it work for them? I don't think it worked so well. And so now they're obsessed with you. They're curious. They're craving you because they had to watch you win. These people had to watch you blow up. They had to watch the great glow up. They had to watch your show. They had to watch you win. And that's hard, family. It's hard to not see somebody but to see them. Like, who wants to be Beyonce's ex-boyfriend? Look at her now. Like, real talk. It's so hard to watch somebody become great and you have the opportunity to be in their lives and you mess that up. Now they got to eat that. Now they got to save face. They got to eat that. They got to take it on their chest. They got to take the L. But you decided that you were going to work on yourself. Do the right things for yourself. Become a better person and become a better you. And yes, family, people come back for the right reasons. Some people come back for the wrong reasons. But you will be able to discern the reason they're coming back by asking yourself those questions, by being prayerful, and by allowing time to pass so you can see if this person truly made the changes that you need them to make in order for your relationship to be healthy. Of course, they're going to come back. Where else are they going to go? And maybe that's me being arrogant, but I don't think so, because this is how I feel about myself. And this is how I want you to feel about yourself. When people want to walk out your life, bye. I know it hurts. You don't feel that way inside, but goodbye. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to blow you up. I'm not going to make you feel it. I've done everything I can do. And if you still want to walk away, peace be with you. Because karma is real, family. And I don't wish bad on anybody, but you don't have to. Because they do it to themselves. And you'll know, family, if a person is back for the wrong reasons, because people who are back for the wrong reasons give up really easily. If they're trying and you're not giving in and they give up, most likely they're back for the wrong reasons. And when a person is back for the right reasons, they show you their actions over time. And once you change those patterns you were running, once you raise your vibration, once you take them off of the pedestal, family, you start to value yourself more. And when you value yourself more, you grow. And every single thing that left your life is coming back to you. It's all coming back, whether it's the same person, a different person, it's all newness. And it's all coming back to you because you are deserving. You're a good person. Like, you want someone that's here for a long time, not just a good time. And you're worth the wait. You're worth the fight. You are who you think you are. You are a blessing. You are one of one. And that's on facts. And all you have to do, family, is focus on you, remain prayerful, and continue to raise your vibration and stay where you are, because every single thing good, every single thing that you desire is coming to you, and you didn't have to go out and get it. It came to you. They always want to come back after rejecting you. And that is because you're a real one. Stay inspired. Hey, family, let me ask you a question. Can you lay down what you have used your entire life to get what you want so that you can be open to the possibility of getting something greater? Can you lay down what you've used your entire life? And I ask that because, family, a lot of times we are married to outcomes. We're married to outcomes. We're married to the way we think things should be. We're married to the way we think that things should go. And when it doesn't go that way for us, it really brings us to a bad place. When it doesn't go that way for us, it brings feelings of sadness, abandonment, rejection, all these things. And then sometimes, if we're not careful, we become a victim in our own lives by blaming others, blaming situations, and not looking at ourselves and taking full responsibility and accountability for where we are. Can you lay it down? Can you lay down what you've used your whole life to get what you want so that you don't have to be married to outcomes, so that you don't have to be concerned with how you want things to go, so that you don't have to control a narrative, so that you don't have to create the thing the way you want it to go, to the point where if it doesn't go that exact way you want it to go, it derails you. And I ask you that, family, because honestly, on some real, like, I know it's hard. I know it's hard to not be married to an outcome when you've worked so hard, when you've put in the work, when you've done all the things that you believe were the right things to do, when you sat there and dealt with them, When you stayed in that situation, when you stayed in that relationship, when you stayed in that career, when you stayed at that job, I know it's hard. And I'm asking you, can you lay it down? Can you lay it down, what you've done so many years? Can you try to do something new and different in your life so that you can create and obtain new and different outcomes in your life? Can you lay down what you have used your whole life to get what you want so that you can open yourself to the possibility of getting something greater? And family, as hard as it is, and I know it's hard because we're human and we've all been there, if you can just change the way you think and feel, you can change your entire life. The easiest and hardest thing that you will ever do, if you can change the way you think and feel, you can change your life, family. You can change your life because how you think, how you act, and how you feel dictates almost every single outcome and every single thing in your life. And if you get to the point of feeling good and concerning yourself with where you are mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, it matters. It can create the change that you're looking for in your life. When you're no longer married to the outcomes, concerning yourself with, I want this relationship to go that way. I want this to change. I want this person to do this. If he would change, then I would be better. If she would change, then things would be better. Family, us doing that, we are creating a life by default and not a life by design. We are wanting to feel good and not be good. But in order to be good, we have to let it go. Can you lay it down? Can you lay it down? And not be attached to an end goal and not be attached to the way things should go. And don't get me wrong, family, we set goals, we set intentions. I get it. And we want to accomplish our goals. But I'm talking about the things that are taking you on these emotional roller coasters, these ups and downs. When things are good, you feel good. When things are bad, you feel bad. You're living in a knee-jerk experience and having a knee-jerk reaction to everything. And if you can find a way to just regulate your nervous system, if you can find a way to control your emotional states by being very diligent and adamant and having the self-awareness that you need to control the way you think and feel, and to change the way you think and feel, you will have great outcomes. How do you do it? Number one, you make a decision to do it. You make a mental decision that you want to be different. Yo, true change is waking up and making a decision that you want to do something different than you did the day before. True change is waking up and making a decision to say, I'm no longer doing that I'm no longer doing it. And I'm divorcing what I had in mind for myself. Just because you're a certain age or a certain place in your life doesn't mean that things are not working out for you. A lot of times we think, I'm 30 and I should be successful. I'm 40 and I should be married. I'm 50 and I should have more in my life than I do now. And maybe we've made a series of bad decisions that led us to where we are. Or maybe things feel like they're falling apart, but they're truly falling together, family. Can you lay down what you had in mind so that you can have something new and greater come into your life? Can you lay down those negative thoughts? Those thoughts of you not being where you need to be in life. Those thoughts of I'll never be in a relationship. I'll never be married. The right person will never come in my life. My life situation won't change. My living situation won't change. My career won't get better. My finances won't. If you can lay that down, if you can lay it down and change the way you think and act and feel, you will see the changes in your life. You will see outcomes get better. You will find a new version of self. You will let go and divorce what you had in mind, and you will no longer operate as the old self because you will be the new self. There is nothing in your life, family, that you can't obtain. There is nothing in your life that you cannot get. And one thing my mom always says that I just love so much, she says, you can't get there from here. You can't get there from here. You have to fix here. And there comes here. And there's a lot of truth to that, family. When we're sitting here in lack, when we're sitting here choosing to be sad, when we're sitting here not divorcing these outcomes of what we think our life should be, when we're sitting here living in lack, living ungrateful, being sad because we believe that we're not where we need to be, when we're sitting here being victims, holding people hostage for things that they did years ago, When we're sitting here, not letting go of the past, and then we're not able to create a new future. When we're sitting here, living in familiarity. Living in familiarity. When we're sitting here, not being able to come outside of our comfort zones because we're too afraid of change. When we're sitting here, being married to a life that we don't even like. Being married to a life that we don't even like, when we're thinking these thoughts that are creating more of the same thing, and we're being married to the life that we don't even like. And I heard it somewhere said that we have hundreds of thoughts running through our minds, and 90% of those thoughts that we think are the same thoughts that we thought yesterday. So if 90% of the thoughts that we're thinking are the same thoughts that we thought yesterday, tell me how we can think of anything new. I'll wait. If the thoughts are the same as they were yesterday, how are we creating anything new? How are we becoming new? How are we becoming better versions of ourselves if our thoughts are the same? And truth be told, if our thoughts were the same than they were yesterday, how are we creating anything new for our lives? What are we thinking about? We have to introduce new things and new ideas, new mindsets in our lives in order for us to have something new. Can you lay down the negative thoughts? Can you lay down, and I hate to have to use my stern voice, but I'm so serious about this topic. Can you lay down the negative thoughts so that you can divorce what you had in mind, so that you can open yourself up to new opportunities, to new people, to new things, so that new doors can open for you? Family, just because a door closed doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Sometimes that was addition by subtraction. When we got her up out of our lives, when we got him up out of, sometimes that literally was addition by subtraction. And I know it hurts. I know it hurts. It hurts when you look at your life and you see that you're not where you want to be. When you watch everybody else seemingly win. When you watch everybody else have what you want to have and do what you want to do and be where you want to be, and you have to sit back and watch. I know it hurts. But can you lay down those negative thought processes of what you had in mind for yourself? Can you lay it down? And one thing I learned, family, no matter how long it takes, no matter how long it takes to get to where you need to be, no matter how long it takes to get there, you put in the work. You take the time that you need. And if you just don't quit, you will get where you need to go, as hard as it is. When it feels like doors are closing in your face, when it feels like nothing is working out for you, when it feels like people are moving along with your blessings, when it feels like you're not where you need to be, can you lay it down? Can you lay down those negative thought processes? Can you lay down what you used your whole entire life to get what you want so that you can open yourself up to greater possibilities? Can you do it? And I know you can, but making a decision to do it is literally making a decision to do it. You will have to. Family, this is a matter of life or death. How many more years are you going to allow to go by and you not being where you need to be? How many more years? How many more days are you going to count of sadness? How many more days are you going to count of you not being where you need to be? Family, it is a decision and it is a choice. Can you lay down the amount of time that you believe it's taking for you to get to where you need to be so that you can open yourself up to greater? And again, no matter how long it takes, if you stay at it long enough, your life will change for the better. You cannot be married to outcomes. And I know, family, because I've been there. I've been there in my younger years. Why don't I have this? And why don't I have that? And why aren't things working out for me? And what if? And family, we spend so much time focused on the door that closed that we can't even see the doors that are open for us. We focus so much on the relationships that we don't have, that we forget the relationships that we do have. We focus so much on the absence of the things in our life that we don't even take into account the presence of so many wonderful things that we have in our life. Love is all around you, yo. And I know that's hard to hear when you believe that you don't have that person that you want. Love is all around you. It's all around you. If you're watching this video, you most likely can see. You can see with your eyes. You can see that is love. It's all around you. So we have to start changing our perspectives. And can you lay down the way you're looking at things? Can you lay down the way you're looking at things so that you can have better outcomes for yourself and for your life? Yo, can you lay it down? I'm so sick and tired of all of us taking for granted the blessings that we have in our lives, just because there's something in our lives that isn't going the way we want it to go. Just because there's something in our lives that isn't going the way we want it to go, we want to throw out the baby with the bathwater. No, family, your life is amazing. And we all have things in our lives and areas in our lives that we need to change or that need to be tweaked, fine-tweaked, changed, adjusted. I get that. But for the other areas in your life that are working well for you, let's honor those areas. Can we lay down the negative thoughts? Can we get serious about how we are feeling? Can we get serious of the thoughts that we are thinking? Because family, the more you think these negative thoughts, your body is living in that moment as if you're going through those negative thoughts in real time. So if your thoughts are making you sick, can your thoughts make you well? You spend so much time living in these thoughts that are making you sick. Can your thoughts make you well? And we all know the answer to that. And if your thoughts can make you well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Do you want to be made well? Do you want to be made well? Because you have to decide that. Do you want to be made well? Or do you want to continue to be sad? To acquiesce into mediocrity? To watch everybody else win? Can you see a new future for yourself? Do you want to be made well? Do you want to change your life? Because you have the power to do so. You literally have the power to do so. Can you let go of what you used your entire life so that you can be open to the possibility of something greater? Can you do that? Can you do it? Can you hang on a little bit longer so that you can win? Can you? Can you divorce what you had in mind on the outcomes of the way that things should go in your life? Can you? And most importantly, can you change the way you think and feel so that you can change your life? Again, this is a matter of life and death. This is your life. We're not playing games on your life. You're not going to play in your own face. Like, you're literally not going to play in your own face when it comes to your own life. And you're no longer breaking promises that you've made or that you're making to yourself. And you're not concerning yourself with the people that have left your life. And you're not looking at anyone wanting what they have, because God knows what it took for them to get there. No one even, a lot of what we see are social media shows. Half these people are not even as happy as they are portraying to be, because we all are human and we all have a walk and we all have crosses to bear. Can you lay it down and start focusing on the things that are important to you? Can you lay it down and start focusing on the things that are important to you? And can you change your mindset? And can you heal yourself? And if your thoughts are making you sick, can you think the thoughts that are making you well? Because it all starts with you. Nobody else. No one else. It all starts with you. And you have what it takes to change your life. And like I said, you can't get there from here. You have to fix here. And there comes here all the time. And that's on facts. Can you lay down what you've used your whole life to get what you want so that you can open the door to the possibility of getting something greater? Because I guarantee you, something greater is waiting for you. Something better is waiting for you. Something better is coming to you, but you have to believe it so that you can attract it. And once you start doing the work, family, the shadow work, the real work, the hard work, you are literally calling all your energy back. Calling it all back. And all of this is energy for you to heal. And all of this is energy for you to be better. And you don't got to focus on anybody out there. You don't have to focus on anybody out there. You focus on in here. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't matter if they're not showing up in your life in the way that you want them to show up in. Let them people live their life and you live yours. Because at the end of the day, once you heal and get to where you need to be, people will start showing up in your life in the right way. Opportunities will appear, doors will open, new things will manifest in your life. You will truly, truly change, and you will get to that place of abundance, all because you divorce the outcome and you divorce what you had in mind on what your life should be. And that's on everything, family. Stay inspired. Hey, family, have you ever had someone in your life and they always want to know what's going on? They literally always want to know what you have going on in your life, who you're talking to, what you're on, where you're working at, who you're dealing with. Like literally, it's to the point where you're like, yo, why are you so concerned with what I got going on? And sometimes, family, if we're not careful, we're giving information to people who don't even have our best interests at heart because they just want to know too much. And sometimes, family, it makes you question their loyalty. It's like, yo, are you in my life because you're my friend? Or are you in my life because you're trying to get close to me, to get information on me and use that information for some reason, for God knows what reason? Can I trust you? So you question their loyalty, you question their motive, you question their intention, and it kind of makes you feel like, you know what? Every time they call me, the first thing they say, so what's the tea? What's new? What you got going on? And you're like, yo, I'm good. Ask me about me. Ask me how my family's doing. Ask me about me. Don't always ask what I got going on. And one of the hardest lessons I learned in life, family, is we could be looking at them as our friend, but they could be looking at us as an opportunity, right? We're looking at them as friends, thinking they love us, want to have our back, care about us, support us, but they have motives that we're unaware of. So we have to be very careful of the people that we have in our circle. And one of the biggest questions that we need to ask ourselves is this friendship support or surveillance? So let me start by sharing the definition of both support and surveillance, just to refresh our memory. Support is providing assistance, aid, and encouragement to someone. And surveillance is a close observation of a person or a place, especially for the purpose of keeping watch over them or checking on their actions. And sometimes surveillance can happen without your knowledge or your consent. And sometimes both of these words could be used interchangeably, but there are some key differences. And there are differences because mainly support is not always compatible with friendship. And here's why. Trust and honesty is extremely important, family. Your friendships should be built on trust and honesty. Your relationships should be built on trust and honesty. If you're sharing information with someone, that information should stay there. If you're telling someone something that's private or even informal, that information should stay with that person. Unless you tell them that it's okay to share your business, that's not their business to share. And honestly, family, if you've ever had a friend that shared your business and you found out that they went to the streets and told everything about you, you feel betrayed, slighted, sad, betrayed, backstabbed, like it's real. Because the reality is, if you out there telling my business like that, if you're surveying my life, what are you using the information for? What you gonna try to do? Testify against me? You're snitching on me? Like really, what do you need to share it for? And that's the thing, family, when we talk about friendships and relationships, loyalty is so important because you have to have relationships with people that you can trust. And another key difference between support and surveillance is privacy. Privacy and respect. It's like, yo, as my friend, are you keeping my information private? Are you respecting my boundaries? And I do understand there are certain situations which may cause surveillance to have to happen. If there's some sort of legal situation, some sort of abusive situation, some sort of protecting situation, I get that. But I'm talking just a typical friendship. Why are you sharing my business? Why are you watching me? Why do you want to know so much about me? Because to me, if I'm supporting you, I'm not intruding on your life for no apparent reason. I'm not intruding and watching and spying and wanting to know more about you for no apparent reason. Because if I'm your friend, I'm supporting you with nothing in return, with wanting nothing in return. I don't need to share your business. I don't need to talk about you to anyone else. I don't need to tell anyone else what you got going on, good or bad. For what? Because I respect our friendship, and that's between you and I. And family, that does not make for a healthy relationship. And another difference between support and surveillance is reciprocity. It's like, yo, a friendship is built on mutual respect and mutual trust. So if I'm there in your life to be there for you, the expectation is you're doing the same for me. And if you're going around looking at my life, being nosy, collecting data, collecting information, having surveillance on me, then I can't trust you. Then the relationship is not reciprocated because I'm not doing that to you. I wouldn't do that to you if I call you my friend. Because if a person is doing that to you, family, it makes you feel like you're being exploited because you are. And that's not healthy, because if you knew that they were like that, you wouldn't share your information with them. And it's sad because a lot of us have people that are doing this to us and we are in close proximity to them. We may be in relationship with them. We may be married to them. People who are betraying your trust. Is it support or surveillance? Because support doesn't feel like that. Support feels like you're helping me. Support feels like you're helping me to become a better person, not watching me, spying on me. Like, that's not cool. And another key difference between support and surveillance is consent. Consent, like, I didn't agree for you to go out there and tell my business. Like, that wasn't the agreement. I didn't agree with you to talk about me behind my back. I didn't tell you that that was cool. I did not share my information with you so that you can share it with everybody else. That's not what I did. So a lot of times, family, we're talking to people and we're trusting them and we're dealing with the enemy. We're dealing with the ops. We're sharing very important information about our lives and the things that we're dealing with, and they're taking it to the streets. And that is not cool. And it's so important to take an inventory of your life, to look at the people that you have in your life and make sure and ensure that these are people that you are close with, that these are people that are battle tested, that these are people that you've weathered the storm with and that you know wouldn't sell you out, not for $10 million. People that you know you can trust. People that you know love you and you love them. People that are providing real and true support. Because the reality is, even beyond these key differences that I shared with you, there are still other factors that come into play, like long-term effects. Long-term effects of a person betraying you. Long-term effects of a person hurting you. Long-term effects of a person telling your business to the ops. Like impacting your life in a not good way. Long-term effects and impacts. And that hurts, family. All because you trusted someone. I'm telling you, man, I don't know what has come to this world, like, all because you trusted someone. And these people are out here ruining your good name, ruining what you built because they're sharing information that you didn't want shared. And the sad part is, you wouldn't have done that to them. And it's just truly a violation of your personal boundaries, a violation of the things you worked hard to keep secret. Had you known who they were, you wouldn't have shared it with them. And family, please, please, please get the squares out your circle. Please, please, please take inventory of the people in your life that you can trust. Because I guarantee you, sometimes, family, you think you're talking to someone about your goals, about your wins, about your dreams, and they're secretly jealous of you. Secretly, like, y'all could have came up together, and they're secretly jealous of what you got going on because maybe their life didn't pan out the way they wanted it to. Maybe their relationships didn't pan out the way they wanted it to. And now they want to take that out on you by sharing your business and making you look bad in the streets. A lot of us have personal brands, right? Our fathers and mothers and friends, like, you can't, and they out here messing you. No, we got to get the squares out our circle and be very intentional on the relationships that we're building because they can hurt us. So in conclusion, family, I do understand the need for surveillance under certain circumstances, like I mentioned earlier. But the reality is, you don't need anyone in your life that you look at as a friend and they look at as an opportunity to hurt you, to belittle you, to demean you, to make other people look at you in a negative light. That's not fair, and you don't need that. Because a genuine relationship is built on loyalty and trust, not on someone watching you, collecting data on you, and taking your information to God knows where. That's not a true friendship. So you got to protect your peace, family. You got to protect your peace, and you got to protect your privacy. And part of it is on us. Why do you feel the need to share your business? Why do you feel the need to tell people what you got going on? And I get that. We all have that person that we can trust. We all have that person that we love. But sometimes, family, even your best friend, even someone that's close with you, there's a part of you that's okay for you to reserve just between you and God, you and your creator, you and whoever you believe in. There's that part of you that it's okay to reserve. Because one thing I learned, family, and this is on everything, people that are close to you, they don't tell you all their business. You think that they do. People don't tell you all their business. So, but they want to sit here and listen to your business. So you got to keep your privacy. You got to keep your things to yourself too. And it is okay to share, but you have to guard your heart. And here's how I look at it. So your heart has a door, right? And it opens and closes. And there is a key, right, with a lock. And you decide who you want to let in and out of your heart, because it is your heart. It is your key and you own it. So you have to start guarding your heart, guarding yourself, and stop so freely sharing everything with everyone, not because they're not good people, but because we are human. And I want you to protect yourself so that you can be your own support, so that you can provide your own surveillance to ensure and know that you are taking care of you and protecting all the things that you have fiduciary responsibility over. Is it support or surveillance? And I want you to take a look at the friends in your life and ask yourself that question. And if there's someone in your life that is not being a good friend, if there's someone in your life that's not being that great to you, then you need to take the steps to remove those squares out your circle. Just something to think about. Stay inspired. Hey, family. So I remember being in a season of my life, and it was like, yo, where are my blessings? Why is it taking so long? I'm doing all the right things. I'm putting in the work, putting in the time, the energy, the effort, and I don't see my blessings. Like, it's not coming for me. And I remember being so impatient, so frustrated, so distracted, just ready, because I'm working so hard, waiting for the fruits of my labor to come, and they're not here. And I was reminded, family, that success is a process. And I remember the promises that I made to myself when I told myself, you're going to blow up, you're going to do well, you're going to succeed, you're going to dominate, because the signs are already there. And family, if you look at your own life, the signs are there. Anything that you want, everywhere you want to go, everything that you want in your life is coming, and you know it because the signs are there. But sometimes a reminder is needed. And I had to tell myself, every single thing that I want, it's already there. Like people say facts over feelings. I'm like, yo, faith over facts. Faith, having the faith and knowing that every single thing I want is coming to me. So here are 7 signs, family, that you are about to blow up. Number 1, you're under attack. It just seems like no matter what you do, you're under attack. And I heard Myron Golden say this best, and he said, between the anointing and the appointing, there's always a disappointing, always a season where your feelings are hurt or where you're going through things and you're disappointed and it's not working out for you. No matter how hard you go, no matter how hard of the work you put in, it's not working out for you. And it feels like sometimes things always get worse before they get better. No matter how hard you try, they get worse before they get better. And it's truly a point of like panic and frustration, because it seems like things are falling apart before they are even ever falling together. You feel like you're under attack. Your relationships are under attack. Everything you do is under attack. Your family, your finances, your living spaces, every single thing that you worked hard to build is under attack. And now your self-doubt has increased. You're stressed out. Friends and family are acting up. I mean, just the whole gamut. And it's hard to stay encouraged and focused during a time like that where you feel like you're attacked. But you have to remind yourself that you're going to blow up. You have to remind yourself that you are going to make it, because at the end of the day, things have to fall apart sometimes before they fall together. And a delay is not a denial. And sometimes when it seems like things are falling apart, they're truly not, even though it feels like it. And we have to remind ourselves and have the strength to know that there are signs in our lives showing us that we're going to move forward, no matter what the circumstance is. Sign number 2, that you know you're about to blow up, doors start to open for you. I'm talking about real opportunities start coming your way. You get to sit in rooms that you didn't even think that you'd be in. You get to meet people that other people never thought that you would meet. You get to go places that you never thought that you could go. Because the things that were once not accessible to you are accessible. Because there was a point in all of our lives, family, where we looked at a closed door as a bad thing. But the reality is a closed door is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to think differently, an opportunity for something new and someone new to come into our lives. The closed door was a blessing because it showed you other opportunities in your life. Even though it feels hard, even though it feels challenging, doors are opening for you in ways that you could never believe, in ways that you can't even see. And the closed door made you better, made you stronger, made you wiser. That's what that closed door did for you. So now that the doors are opened, you're able to see the opportunities come your way. You're able to take advantage of the opportunities. You're able to move in and hone in on the opportunities and move forward. You're about to blow up. And know, family, that open doors are all around you. Open doors are all around you. As long as you see it, open doors are all around you. And every ending in your life created a new beginning for you. Every single thing that ended created something new for you. And the reality is, this portion of your life, this ladder of your life, this second part of your life is about to be so great because you're about to blow up. Number 3, people mistake you for already having it or already being it. They mistake you because at the end of the day, you move like it. You act like it. You are it, family. So let's just say you want to be a doctor. You're already out here helping people. You're already out here saving lives. They see it. They see it. And it goes back to, family, your passion for what you want in your life. It goes back to your purpose, truly, because you've been doing this so long, effortlessly, that they all see it and they know it. It's the single thing in your life that people have said about you your whole life, and you believe them. It's that thing, your purpose, and you're walking in it, family. And they're mistaking you for already having it and for already being it because you are acting as if. You are acting as if. You are living a life that you knew that you were always called to live. You are moving forward and you are making things happen. Number 4, you have a strong work ethic. You are not giving up. You are relentless, family. It doesn't matter what they say about you. It doesn't. People have left your life. You have lost money. You have lost jobs. Things have not always went in your favor, and you have continued moving forward. It never stopped you. Their words didn't stop you. What they said over you didn't stop you. What they spoke over you didn't stop you. You kept moving forward. And your work ethic was so strong that you were able to overcome the foolishness. Your work ethic was so strong that they thought that they would still find you where they left you. They literally thought that they could still find you where they left you, but they had no idea. You were moving up and moving onward. They had no idea your work ethic, the things that you were doing behind the scenes, how you disappeared and got rich, how you disappeared and learned your lessons, how you stayed out the way, stayed out of everybody's parties, everybody's events, and took the time to work by yourself, to do the things you needed to do, to upgrade yourself. You're about to blow up. You're about to blow up, family. And I'm not just gassing you up. I'm telling you facts. I'm telling you facts, and I'm telling you what I know because your work ethic is so strong. You are putting the time in, putting the effort in. Some of y'all are coming home doing the work after your 9 to 5. Some of y'all are coming home practicing, educating yourself, making mistakes, falling forward, learning along the way. You're about to blow up. And it doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they say. And it doesn't matter what they say because it cannot matter what they say. Because in this season, you win. And another sign that you're about to blow up is you are attractive. Everywhere you go, you got an energy. You have a light. You're attractive. You're a beautiful, beautiful person. And everybody sees it. Because the reality is, it's not on you. It's in you. And now they want to hate. Now they're mad. Now they want to be jealous of you. Now they want to be jealous of your life. But they don't even know the hard work that you do behind the scenes. They literally do not know the hard work that you do behind the scenes, but they want to hate. Instead of being there for you, supporting you and caring, they want to hate because, family, they know. They all see it. They all see it that you are about to blow up. You're about to blow up and you're waiting for no one. And everywhere you go, it's all eyes on you. Everywhere you go, everybody's looking at you because you got that glow. And they may not know what it is, but trust and believe, they know it's something. They know something is coming. You move different. You act different. They know it's coming, whether they want it to come or not, whether they want good for you or not, whether they want to hate on you or not. They know it's coming because they all see that you're about to blow up. Everybody does. And sometimes, family, we have to really start valuing ourselves and knowing our worth and knowing that we too are able to obtain all the things that we want to obtain, that we don't have to sit back and watch somebody else win, that we can win too in our lives. Because at the end of the day, we may not see the opportunity that we want, but we're going to create the opportunity that we want because we're about to blow up. Number 6, you don't talk, you do. Less talking, more doing. You don't have time for the foolishness. You're not out here running your mouth, telling everybody what you're doing, what you're about to do, how you're about to, you're moving in silence. A lot of people who think they know you, do they really? Do they really know how hard you're going behind the scenes? A lot of what you've done, family, you've protected it. A lot of who you are, you're protecting it because you already know. A lot of times people try to come in and ruin your good blessings. A lot of times people try to come in and ruin what you have, and you're not even allowing it. Not even a little bit. Less talking, more doing. And when you pop up on the scene, they're going to be like, oh, where'd this come from? How long have you done this? How long have you been working? They have no idea because they underestimated you the whole time. And for the people who counted you out, they simply can't count. Less talking, more doing. And you're taking action. You're coming outside of your comfort zone. You're making the moves. I'm telling you. You're making the moves and you know you're about to blow up because how could you not if you keep moving forward? When you fall down, you get back up. That is a winner. There is nothing that anybody's going to do to stop you from moving forward and obtaining your goals, the business you want, the family you want, the relationship you want, the success that you want. Less talking, more doing. And in this season, you're showing action. And number 7, you are thinking better thoughts. Do you know how important that is? That you are thinking better thoughts? Because how you feel directly relates to what you think and what you are allowing to go through your mind every single day. And family, if you're not careful, when you first wake up in the morning and you start to feel those thoughts download in your head, if you are not careful to catch those negative thoughts, your day today will become just like your day yesterday because you're not giving yourself any room to think anything new and to create any new things in your life. So essentially, your day yesterday becomes your day today, every single day. And that's not what you're doing. You're waking up and you are commanding your day. You are commanding your morning, whether you're meditating, praying, saying words of affirmation. You are holding those negative thoughts captive. And the reality is, family, when we think negative thoughts, those thoughts can make us sick. And if those thoughts can make us sick, then surely your thoughts can make you well. So when you think better thoughts of who you're going to be, thoughts of what you're doing, and you overcome and overcome and overcome, then you truly become somebody new. Because if you spend too much time thinking about your problems and thinking about the worst case scenario that could happen, then we're literally making the same chemistry in our brains and in our bodies as if that terrible worst case scenario is currently happening right now. So we can't draw that energy to us. We can't bring that negativity to us. And you've decided, family, in this season that you're going to blow up, that you're going to be great, that you're going to do something different. And you are thinking nothing but positive thoughts. And when a negative thought comes, you got to intercept that. And now you're pulling energy back to you. And this is energy that you're going to use to heal. And it's not easy. It's hard when you have so much things happening in your life. It's hard when there are so many things going on around you. But family, I know at the end of the day, when you condition yourself to think better thoughts, better things come your way. Better things come your way when you think better thoughts. And it's literally the easiest, hardest thing that you can ever do. But you have to try because you are about to blow up and you don't have any time for negativity in your life. And you're not concerning yourself with what other people are thinking about you. You're not concerning yourself with anything negative they have to say. You are simply moving forward in your life. And that is making all the difference. You're about to blow up. And there's a quote that says, care what people think, and you will always be their prisoner. Care what people think, and you will always be their prisoner. And this is not the season, family, that you can care what people think unless it's someone that's close to you. Some constructive criticism that's really going to make a difference in your life. But in this season, you're not in the season to concern yourself with their thinking about you. You're in a season to move forward because you're about to blow up. Every single thing in your life is about to come to fruition, and you know it. You can feel it in the air. So family, in conclusion, when you're under attack, when doors start opening for you, when people mistake you for having it or being it, when you have a strong work ethic, when people are naturally attracted to you, when you're doing less talking and more doing, and when you start to think better thoughts, you are well on your way to that new version and that better version of self, because you, my friend, are about to blow up, and you better believe it. Stay inspired.